In our last video log, we had fitted a window surround and side panel to our fridge unit that had been made by our neighbour Paul in his woodwork shop. This had allowed us to fit our overhead cupboard top and side supports using more extruded aluminium. In this vlog, we will be completing the cupboard framework and backing in a unique fashion you may find of interest. Do catch our channel at Van Life My Way to follow this conversion of our Citroen Relay into our off-grid mobile home. Find us also on Facebook at My Way Adventure and communicate with our growing network of van lifers and overlanders. I've gone and picked up a couple of spare pieces of extruded aluminium that I'm going to use to help me work out what lengths I need in order to create an L-shaped angle from there to there to build up the rest of my lockers. I'm going to start by putting a longer piece up into a bracket that I've already put in the top of this section here and tighten it into place. You can probably see now that one piece is bolted into place, that's not exactly at the angle that we want it. It needs to be over here slightly, like so. There is enough flex in this top beam in order to achieve that, but what we need to do is bend that into place where we want it in order then to mark the length that we need to create the bottom section. We know that this is perfectly vertical, so we can measure from here to here to get this angle exactly right. At that point, I can draw a pencil line and I can now remove this section. With our pencil line here, we can now take the bottom section and mark where we need to be cutting it. We can now draw another pencil line on the wood, just there. And popping back in our vertical. We can also mark where we need to be cutting now. Now when I built up the cabinets, I forgot to press play. So you have no idea how I actually made them. So what I've gone and done is brought some offcuts of some extruded aluminium inside in the warm, and I'll show you what I did. I've got here a curved section, which is the front leading edge of the cabinet, and two smaller pieces here that create an L section, which creates the shape of the cabinet. So with the front leading edge first, we can slide one of those little L brackets in. We can put down onto that one piece like so and tighten there and there. Then with another L section, slide that in and back, pop that down on there like so. Line them up and tighten and tighten. It's as easy as that. Nothing strong. I'm hoping it should just be a simple case now of bolting it to the beams. So that's the framework of our overhead locker installed. Now comes the interesting bit. Oh, she has to. This build I'm trying to keep as light as possible with full access to all my amenities and all my services. So what I'm going to be using to back my cupboards is a combination of foil reflectix and 2mm UPVC. The foil reflectix we're going to be inserting between the van side and the top of our extruded aluminium. And a piece of this will run the full length of the cupboard. The idea of the Reflectix is to keep the van cool in hot climates. We've already got an air gap on our roof between the roof rack and the roof of the van, so hopefully any breeze will take away any heat that may generate. But if any sunlight hits the side of the van is going to warm up. At our lower levels, we've already backed our panels with silver foil, but in this location here, I'm going to insert a piece of this Reflectix all the way along the length of the back of the cupboard and hold it in place with the backs of our cupboards, which is going to be this PVC. The PVC will slot between the van side and our extruded aluminium cupboard at the bottom and slot into the top channel internally of the extruded aluminium, like so. At any one time, if I need to access any services that run behind this in my van, all I have to do is that.
Nice job. You can peel the blue off now, it's a little silly blue.
I don't know, I just might leave this blue on for the time being, just while we're working at it, just to protect it. I don't know. Well, we're not likely to make a mess of it, are we? Shall I peel it off?
Yeah.
I am really chuffed with the way that's gone. Look at that. That's a nice solid back, a nice solid wall for the back of our cupboards, which probably leads us now onto what else we've been doing. We've been putting some electric components in. We've got some monitors for our energy systems, a switch for our inverter, a level gauge that's been popped in for our tank, our diesel heater controls, and this, which is our Truma controls. And behind here is all of the circuits. Now look at this that Paul's made for us. This is an infill section that fits in between here on this stand, on our fridge unit stand. So you might be asking, okay, so how do you access all your electrics? How do you access the on-off button for this side if you need to turn the electrics on and off? Well, this little piece here is designed to slot into there like so and clip into there like so. So it means what we can do, if we need to access those electrics, is we can just unclip it, pull it out, and turn everything on and off, and change fuses when we need to. Thank you, Paul. This is brilliant.
Can I see that little clip?
Do you want to see the clip?
Let me see the little clip.
I'll show you the little clip. So, there's a little clip on just there. The bottom of the unit slots into that hole just there and stays in place, and the top of that unit slots into there